What's up, guys? It's Yu-Gi-Fro. I really wanted to show you guys the rest of the XYZ Fusion Festival. Unfortunately, it already ended, so we're obviously on Theme Chronicles. You saw from the thumbnail, we won 7 straight. I definitely want to go over all the games. I'm definitely just going to go over the replays because waiting for your opponent was such a drain to do for each thing. So going through the deck, I did play Orcust, Pure Orcust. Obviously, Gearsu and Harp Horror both at 1. I just wanted to add the Armageddonites and Greffer just in case I draw the bricky hands with the Orcust Nightmare. As you see, my first hand of the tournament, it was double Nightmare, double Imperm, and the Crescendo. The brickest of all bricks. I was honestly just going to scoop, but then he bricked too, so I couldn't really get that mad. And then I drew another brick. I was like, oh my god, this is such a bad way to start the tournament. And now he's doing Galaxy shenanigans. I forgot what they all did. I honestly don't even remember. Galaxy Soldier, the last time I saw that was played was like Cyber Dragon Infinity, which was also still a bad play back then. And I was like, this has to be a horrible play in 2026 if it was like bad back then too. He summons this big boy. He has Tachyon Primal. I was like, what is he doing? I am trying to read all these cards. I was like, I don't even know what to Infirm. I was like, this, like, the Link 2 was the only one I actually knew what it did. But besides that, I was like, I guess let me see what he can do because I have no idea what he's about to do. So, like, I think he's about to go crazy because look how many cards he has in hand. I was like, oh my god. And he just sets 2. And I was like, what could you possibly, like, what else could you have? And I'm obviously reading Galaxy Trance, and then I drew probably the best card I could possibly draw. And Harp Horror, I was so happy to draw that, just as something. I just needed something. And then, like, they Ash Blossom there, and I was like, I just normaled Harp Horror. Like, do you know how crazy that is? And I was like, alright, well, let me triple Tactics Thrust, add Harpy's Feather Duster. Thought I was going to get a 2 for 1. Obviously, he had his counter spell. So I had my counter spell. Banish it, get it out of here. Now he only has 1 left. Going to the grave, destroy. I believe it was just a droplet. And then, like, I proceed to do my whole Harp Horror combo. Gearsu, and then I mean, I waited, so I got rewarded for being patient. I did want to show all 7 games, so this one was pretty simple because it was over before it started. Yeah, that was a pretty quick one. Okay, guys, yeah, that second game was horrible. This one obviously way better. The thing was, I have no idea what Valmonikas are. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing them right. I think I've seen them like once. They have UR. I honestly have no idea what they were doing. Yeah, I just asked it because it was a UR. If I'm being so honest, I had no idea. I don't even know what he's gonna add or do. Like, he played this card. I was like, negate. I have no idea. I don't even want to know what they can do. So I'm not expecting at all that there's gonna be a pendulum monster, and I was like, what am I getting myself into? And then that card just gets a full-on scale, and I was like, what am I really about to, like, be versing right now? And then he summons that, and I was like, oh wait, what is he, like, actually going into? Because I was so confused. And then I guess he's pendulum summoning, and like I said, I was kind of just waiting to see what he would, like, go into. And then I was reading all of their cards because there are so many. I was so lost. And then he obviously does, like, the bridge and gets Spenta. I was like, that's pretty cute. And then he does all of this just for the most random extra deck monster I've ever read in my life. Summon. And now he's gonna use those to summon this. And this card just negates, like, a monster on the field. And I was like, that's your end board? And then, so one thing that I did like, Galatea Eye does add Crown, which is obviously a brick of the deck, but the thing is, Crown's effect negates extra deck monsters. And I was like, if he lets me resolve this, I can just sit on Crown until he activates the one monster that he plays. So I basically did. So you're gonna see me go through all the normal Orcus shenanigans. And he doesn't activate one thing, like, at all. I don't know if his toggle is off or what, but I was just like, okay, next. And I was like, is he gonna stop me at some point? Because I was so confused. And then I summoned the big boy. And I was like, well, I have to beat it now. Like, he has to do something. And then I was like, did he not read Crown? And I was like, no way this resolves. And it did. I was so confused. I was like, okay. And then I was like, what? And then obviously I still resolved the effect, so I took the token back. And I was like, okay, I guess let me go into the Dingirsu. And then I didn't really know what I was gonna add. I wanted to really just get rid of his scales, and then so it was a pretty easy game too. Oh, I misplayed so bad during this game. I was obviously reading all of the Gladiator Beast monsters because there's a whole bunch of new ones, but I feel like the only really good one is the field spell. And when I read the field spell, I didn't know you had to attack, I didn't know you had to just attack directly. And like, I didn't want him to get started with all these different spells and traps, because like the counter trap is obviously crazy good against me. Not using actual monster effects would be like wild. And then I honestly stopped both of his starters just because I didn't want him to like keep going. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Negated both of them, and then he's just gonna pass turn. And then you're gonna see later why it's like a little crazy. And then yeah, that would have been good last turn. So then I open Harp again. I know it's the 1-up, so guys, I am beyond fortunate that I did get that. So Galatea, Ash again. But the thing was, I play 3 Triple Tactics Talons. That is my favorite card in the game right now. So I'm not really too upset. I go look into his hand. Why didn't he set that? I was so confused. So now I'm like, I thought this game was going to be like really fast and easy, but obviously wasn't. I definitely should start reading cards more, because you're seeing me, I'm gonna get the field spell, set it. I'm gonna do the whole Orcus combo. And I'm so surprised he didn't just like scoop, but you're gonna see why it was a good thing he didn't. So I unfortunately summoned Galatea I in the zone it points to, so I have to summon another Orcus monster. Oh my god, I was so upset. Just to summon to the big boy. Oh my god, the little misplays. Now I'm gonna summon back. Oh, so like right here, I could have summoned Dingirsu and sent the field spell. I thought you had to attack directly. Oh my god, guys, I was so upset when this happened. I'm gonna add back the... And look, I shuffled back Ash Blossom. Attack. I just shuffled back Ash Blossom. And look, he just gets 2 cards for free. But the thing, I'm reading this card. He destroys face-up cards, and I have a Dingirsu with 2 materials. So I was like, why did he add that card? And then he summons this thing. He activated its effect. I just negated it. I didn't even want it on the field. I didn't even know they had this monster. I definitely gotta start doing my research on the rogue decks. And then he goes and he activates a trap card on the 2 Orcus monsters, and I was like, does he not know what their XYZ monster does? So I put back Nightmare, take his monster, and then he shuffles it back and tries to use it effect, and I still have Dingirsu. Did he not know it's once per turn? It's going pretty good so far, guys. Okay, guys, the next game after that one, oh my god, guys, this game had me so upset. Oh my god. I have Fuwalos. Of course I go second. I go first. Having a card with Fuwalos on the field. But I have Nibiru and Dominus Impulse. So I was like, alright, well I have to set it. I can't just leave this card in my hand. So then another deck. I'm like, tennies. I was like, you're summoning vanilla monsters. I was like, alright, whatever you want. So he started doing their whole combo. I was not reading any of them either. I guess I'm not a reader. And he summons this boy, and I literally said, I was like, I'm not gonna try to stop nothing. Then the Link 3,000 attack, I was like, well, I'm not gonna Nibiru this. I was like, I guess I'll wait till he summons one more monster and I'll Nibiru, just because he has 2 cards left. So at this point, I'm assuming he normal summoned. He reveals this, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stop him. I'm not gonna let him do anything further than this. Oh my god, guys, another misplay. He just normal summoned. I was like, okay, I thought like now I was gonna lose. He bounces Nibiru to my hand, and then he goes to the Link 1. I didn't think he played a second one, so I wasn't gonna chain for Wallows, but after that, I thought maybe he'll keep going, but he doesn't. He doesn't fall for the Mobile Charmy trap. So he attacks for 1,000, passes it over, no back row, and I have 2 hand traps. I open a starter, guys. Oh my god, I draw a starter. I mean, summon Armageddonite, and I have full combo. I'm beyond happy. I was like, is this for real? Like, is he just gonna let me keep doing my full combo? Use Galatea, discard Nibiru. I'm happy he bounces back to my hand, because I was like, no way, he just gave me back Nibiru. And his deck, all his monsters summon at least twice. And to get to the big one, like you just saw, he summoned the 3,000 attack monster, did nothing with it. And I was like, what is doing? So the thing was, I didn't know they had an Omni Negate monster effect in the graveyard. Another card I probably should have read. So now I'm gonna go get the field spell. So guys, if you remember the last video I posted, I used Triple Tactics Talents to take the 5,000 attack Mega Train. I guess this time I'm gonna take back the 5,000 attack Nibiru token. And I was mad because I was gonna pump up the attack of my monsters with the Orcus Nightmare effect, but it definitely still wouldn't have been game. So I was like, alright, well, I have his effect to take, his effect if he goes to the graveyard, and an Ash Blossom. Should be pretty good. So I honestly think he was gonna just go into the whole combo with like the Link 1 and take whatever Link 2 he makes. He makes Draco. And the thing was, I'm not saying it's like a Ghost Ogre thing, but my effect still resolved with him on the field. So I was like, I guess I'll let it get banished. I add back Girsu, put back Ash Blossom. So now I'm thinking to myself, I just send the wand and get it back. But I also realized I just did 6,000-7,000 damage. So I could just attack him for a game and make it super duper easy. Okay guys, and the last game of the festival. I mean, I'll go second with the Molcharmy. I really can't be upset. I activate it, and then, let's see. Oh, a deck that doesn't even use effect monsters. That's awesome. Just wasted a card. Oh, Triple Tactics Talents. Another card that's going to be dead. Oh, Imperm. He has these monster effects. His deck has no monster effects. I used Ash, try to slow him down. Obviously, I'm a little upset because I was like, I drew the counter. Look, I have 3 bricks in my hand right now. 3 bricks. And I was like, well, I kind of got to make the best of them because this hand wasn't really doing nothing. I was like, oh my god, guys. Like, is this actually for real right now? He has Torrential. Look at my hand in this field. I literally only have my graveyard to work with. Someone's another token. I was like, oh my goodness. But remember, he Torrential wanted to summon. He could have waited till I used his effect, discarded, and summoned Crown to get full value. So I did send Wonder Wand to the graveyard to special summon Crown from the hand because I don't have a Link Arrow to point to. So he Book of Moons it, and I was like, okay. So now I'm gonna use the Galatea, shuffle back Girsu, get the field spell. I activated, use Crescendo. I was like trying to make the best out of this hand. I started reading the Paleozoic because I was like, who's playing Paleozoics? Like, who's actually using those? So now I use him, get rid of the field spell, think he would actually be busted. I attacked into the token. Imperm and Triple Tactics Talent, just dead cards. The brick of the deck in game 1, if you remember, Orcus Nightmare. I was like, oh my god. I use Harp, get back my whole combo. They're both at 1. I have to utilize them as much as I possibly can. He will get a token and he will search, but it doesn't honestly matter. Galatea, yeah, I'm just summoning back everything to get full value. Oh my gosh. So he adds the one that negates a face-up card, loses 1,000 attack and defense. And then I'm just making sure I read it correctly so nothing goes crazy. He changed it. He has 1 card left and the token. Yeah, you could have 50 of those. So I'm basically like, alright, this should be smooth sailing from here. But remember, I was just versing a deck that has no monsters in it. Look at the 3 cards I have before the Link 4. Imperm, Triple Tactics Talons, and Orcus Nightmare. That Armageddon Knight put so much mileage onto this board. Like, I honestly don't know what I've done if it was any other card, because I was like, oh my god, like, this is insane. And of course, the zone that the Link 4 points to, I still can't summon it. I was like, oh my god. Like, no, I keep summoning to the zones. It actually does matter, which is crazy. And I get a trap, and I was like, oh, no matter what, I am all in. Gonna get all my resources back with Dingirsu. I was like, oh, this is such a cooked game. So now look, oh my god, I normal summoned it. What am I supposed to do? And at that point, I do have some big boys on the field, so that is a GG. Guys, I hope you like these games. I definitely did have a good time playing these games. See you at the next one.